live. Oh my gosh. All right. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Taiwan. We are broadcasting to you this morning from my apartment. So welcome to my home and not Emily's apartment. I'm sorry. You're probably wondering, well, I thought this was a market tour, and it is, but we're doing it a little bit differently this morning. So we actually went last week on Tuesday morning and filmed the tour of the market, and so we're going to show you that video this morning, and that way we can answer any questions here live while you're watching the video. And also there was a little bit of a boring part of the market where we're walking that we needed to be able to cut out and streamline it a little bit. The video is about 15 minutes long, and so we'll show you that. But first of all, traditional markets in Taiwan are really popular, and I'll talk a little bit about this in the video, but it's a little bit like the Walmart of Taiwan, the traditional Walmart. We do have grocery stores here. I don't want you to think we don't have grocery stores. Grocery stores are regular and popular, and a lot of people use them nowadays. They're not quite the same as a grocery store that you would be accustomed to in the United States, like H-E-B if you're in Texas, or Safeway, or Kroger's, or something like that, where you've got multiplicity of choices. Like I remember the first time. It's too early, Emily. It's just. By the way, it's 9 a.m. here in Taiwan. I know it's 8 p.m. in Texas and wherever you're watching from. So, one of the things that what was I saying? Oh yeah. So like in one of the things I remember about going back to America the first time was going to the cereal aisle in the grocery store.
Yes.
And I think the last time I went back, I actually counted.
Oh.
I counted the number of kinds of cereal that you can buy in Walmart, and it was over 100.
Oh my God.
Over 100 different kinds of cereal. The cereal choices in the Taiwan supermarket.
Six.
There's 6. That's right. There's 6. There's like Frosted Flakes. No, they're not frosted. They're just flakes.
Just flakes.
Maybe if you're lucky on a good day you can find Cheerios.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's not common. Some kind of fruit circles, not Fruit Loops. Fruit
hoops.
Hoops. Yeah, fruit hoops. So anyway,
Fruit rings.
yeah, fruit ring. Oh, fruit rings. That's it.
What
Fruit
it is.
rings. Yeah, fruit rings. Yeah. So you've got a limited amount of choice here. So everything is just a little bit different. And the things that people eat here are different too. Like, in America, the bread aisle is huge. You've got a lot of different choices of breads. Emily, don't try to watch the program while we're doing the program.
I'm just trying to look at the comments.
Okay. So, but here the aisle that would be the most important would be like the noodles and rice. We've got 100 kinds of noodles and rice, whereas in America you've got Uncle Ben's and minute rice.
Yeah. Some white rice.
That's right.
Like in a big bag somewhere.
That's right, yeah.
That's it.
So, anyway, what was one of the things that shopping here kind of was surprising for you?
I think just like, I felt like there was a lack of options, which I'm so used to like there being 100 options of cereal. And I had 10.
Yeah.
Not that I eat too much cereal, but it's just crazy how we grow up in America and how we have millions of options of one of the same thing.
Right.
Here it's just like.
And it's not that there aren't options here. It's the options are different.
Just different, yeah.
Like if you want instant noodles here, you've got 1,000 options.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. But if you want options for something else that we might be used to, then forget it. So, Anyway, all right, well, let's start the tour. And anyway, we're really glad to have all of you with us. Thanks for joining in. And we'll be back at the end of the video to answer any questions that you have. You can chat There is the chat feature this morning on the video, so if you have any questions or any comments, please go ahead and you can write in any questions or any comments that you have. Anyway, we're really glad to have all of you with us. I know our families are with us, right? So we want to say a big shout out to our families, and thanks for joining in. So here we go. Here's the video. Maybe if I can get it on there. I may edit the beginning a little bit.
Okay.
Check.
Oh. Can you tell if the audio's coming through? Can you see the little audio signal? Okay. All right, good. Hey everyone, welcome back to another little video with Todd and Emily. Emily is behind the camera and I'm in front. Say hello, Emily.
Hi.
So we are really excited to show you another part of Taiwanese culture today, which is a traditional market.
Oh my gosh.
So these have been in the news in the United States and around the Western culture a little bit lately because of what's gone on with the coronavirus or COVID-19 starting in China in a wet market. And we have wet markets here in Taiwan. They're not exactly the same as the one from which they potentially think that COVID-19 came from. They're a little bit different. So we'll see that this morning. But we're back here at the Wanhegong Temple where we started our tour the last time, and I'll post the link to that tour in the notes so those of you who missed it can check that out. But this is where we actually did our first tour, and we toured two little temples that are right here next to each other. This is the oldest temple in Taichung, and so we've talked about that before. But often around a big temple like this would spring up a neighborhood market. And the reason for that is because this is where people would gather, and this is where people would come every day to worship, obviously, but also to it became a place where you would buy and sell. And so every day, farmers and people who grew things and people who made things would bring their wares to come and sell and set up shop. And so behind this temple, and so we're going to actually walk around behind this temple, there's a market that's been here for probably well over 100, maybe a couple hundred years. And it's just a little street, a little alley, and you'll tell really quickly once we get on there it's just a kind of a crazy place. We just had a little bit of a rainstorm here, and so the traffic might be a little bit lighter. People might have decided to stay indoors, but actually makes for great weather to be out, a little bit cooler outside. But go ahead and come on and let's go check it out. I'm like a real vlogger. You can see there's a lot of traffic on the street. Just people parking, people driving, people walking. You can see that up ahead of us. That's the entrance to the market. This is the big temple here on our right. There's actually two temples back to back right before we get to the market. Some people will set up, because you need to rent a space inside the market to sell your products, some people who don't have a space will actually set up outside the market. So like out here, you can see down this street right here, there's like a little kind of impromptu market. People selling flowers, some vegetables, and things of the like. But these people don't actually own these spaces or rent these spaces. They're just setting up on the fly to try to sell what they've grown in their own spaces. Hello, ni hao, ni hao. So here we are at the start of the market. We're getting ready to round the corner back into the market, but this is like a fruit stand. So you can see we got lots of delicious fruit just laid out, and so you can come up and buy this and Usually the owners will be happy to cut it up for you if you want, or you can just go ahead and take it home. And a lot of this stuff is grown in Taiwan. There are some things that are imported, but a good portion of it is grown in Taiwan. There's some great watermelons, lots of leafy vegetables. A lot of stuff, of course, that you're going to find in your supermarket back at home, but there'll be a few things that you won't see back in America in a regular supermarket. You'd have to go to an Asian market to find it. I'll point those things out to you. One is this white radish. This is called a white radish. That's pretty rare to find back in America. Also, these look at these green beans, how long they are. Well, almost 2 feet long. You've also got these gourds back here. Very interesting. People like to eat those here, cook those up. These are all different kinds of gourds along here. And then this is the Chinese eggplant back here. You can tell it's quite a bit different from the American style eggplant that we use. It's really long and skinny. It's very delicious, just a lot greasier than the American eggplant that we use. Then one of our favorite things, we've just entered mango season. So mangoes are it's one of our favorite times of year around here. You can tell there's a lot of buying and selling going on. That's what all the yelling is around here. People are buying pineapples. You can check them out cutting it up right here. Go ahead and get a shot of that, Emily. Watch this. This is really fun right here. All right. All right, so now we're going to head into the actual market. So right on the end here, we've got some fresh seafood. Hey. So. Yep. You got to make it. You got to make yourself known. Got some. I don't actually know what those are. So anyway, good luck with that. This is another thing that you don't often find in the States, but this is dragon fruit. Really beautiful, and it's on the inside. It can be either white or red. And this is a lychee. This is called a lychee fruit right here. And you just eat it whole. You take the skin off and eat it whole. It's really quite good. So you can see there's just all kinds of stuff and it's all mixed together. Like here we have a purse salesman right next to the fish salesman right here. And right across from chicken over here. Hello. Oh, here's something really interesting you don't see very often. This is a black chicken. So the meat, every part of this chicken is black. So that's not something you're going to find in America. In Taiwanese culture, that's thought to be very healthy and important for Chinese medicine. 在美国，你没看到那个黑色的，对，比较少吗？对，比较少，应该没有看到，对，都是白色的，对，都是白色的。And this is one of my favorite people right here. Hello, hey, 好久不见，hey, 好久没看到你，对。So she goes every morning to the fresh fish market, which is over at the port of Taichung, and buys her fish and then brings them back here to sell. So these are straight off the boat, caught every morning. And most of them are still alive. Yeah, check them out, yeah. She's gonna show them off for you. Yeah, look at these beautiful fish, yeah. Yeah, hey, yeah. So it's really fun. People come here pretty much every day Local people will come every day because kitchens here are really small, and most people don't have a lot of room in their homes to store food, and so a lot of people will come every day to buy what they want to cook that day. So here's some chicken feet right here. Hello, ni hao, ni hao. And you've got the innards of the chickens. So they like to use every part. Different people cook different things every day. So here's some food that's already been prepared actually. So you can just go ahead and buy a plate of food and take it home and eat it. This is an interesting thing that actually in America we probably wouldn't eat very much. This is a rice blood cake. This is 米水，哪一个水？鹅的水。鹅的水。哎，鹅水。goose， 就是哇哇哇。大只那个鹅。对对对对对。So this is goose blood and rice mixed together and hardened into kind of a jelly substance. So again, just things that we wouldn't eat in America. 鸭水。Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you. 好吃. 对. 好吃 means very good to eat. So she's saying it's very good to eat. Here we've got some clams. Hello. Hey, ni hao, ni hao. These are from Tainan, which is down south of us. Okay, so sometimes people will bring stuff just for a special day, a special price. You got a lady selling brooms over here. These old wooden handmade brooms. You got eggs over here, different kinds of, oh, also one thing that's really special here is you can get handmade noodles every day. I'll try to find a noodle shop to show you where they're making the noodles every day. Hi. This is something you're not gonna find in America, except maybe in an Asian market. This is called a bell apple or a wax apple. Hey, 谢谢. Oh, 不用不用. 我吃过. 不一样. 不一样. 什么不一样? 这是传统的古时候的. Okay. 就吃吗? 稍微擦一下. Okay. Okay. 啊，谢谢。Okay. 古时候的. So, 60-70年的那个树. Oh, 真的. Okay. 味道很浓. So this comes from hello. 对，美国人. 对. So this comes from a tree that's 60 or 70 years old, and he's saying the taste is actually quite different. So we'll give this a try in just a second. Oh, 对不起. 这个是什么？鹅。It's clam. Yeah. 像这个一样。Yeah. Okay. Yeah, clams. Already peeled. This is used regularly in food here. This is pork floss. It's like pieces of pork or fish or any kind of meat that they actually rip up and break into very small pieces, and so they use that in a lot of cooking here. Popular and very used very often. Got some more fish over here. You see? Got some great tuna steaks over here. Again, just all kinds of stuff. Again, fresh from the seafood market. Here we've got some kind of 甜吗？甜的。它是莲花甜。哦，这个是甜的吗？甜的。Okay. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what that is. So anyway, but he's got some nice looking tomatoes. I'll tell you that. So some more fish. Wow, here's some beautiful fish I haven't seen before. Look at that one with the spots on it. That one's really beautiful. And over here. Then we come down into the clothes part of the store or of the market. Got all kinds of stuff. Again, you can buy just about anything you want here. Oh, noodles. Here we go. So here they've made these noodles fresh today, you can see, and you can come and buy them yourself. and take them home, whatever amount, whatever size, whatever kind that you want. Drinks are really important here, and so a lot of people will produce different kinds of drinks for your health based on different things. Now, this is a passion fruit. Sorry, I was trying to say the Chinese. It's passion fruit seeds mixed in with the drink, so you can use that to make your own drinks. But I think these are actually related to health, and so you take them home and mix them up with water or put them in tea or something like that. Got belts, jackets, and here comes the rain. What? Yeah, it's
What happened?
Oh, whoops. Hello.
I may edit the beginning a little bit.
Okay.
I may edit the beginning a little bit.
Okay.
Oh. Can you tell if the
Well.
audio's coming through? Can you see the little audio signal? Okay. All right, good. Hey everyone, welcome back. I may edit the beginning a little bit.
Okay.
Tell everybody.
Oh. Can you tell if the audio's coming through? Can you see the little audio signal? Okay. All right, good.
Well, everybody, we're sorry about that. We don't actually know what happened. The video did something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's back.
I think I got it back
Okay.
to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
So anyway, you got most of the market there. So there were just a couple of minutes left of the video. So as you can see, the market's a really interesting place. That particular morning, because of COVID-19, actually you didn't see as many people as you normally saw, and also the rain that morning. That market, along with all the other morning markets or afternoon or evening markets, is generally cram-packed, and we would have been run over multiple times because of the number of people who are going through there and buying products, buying things for their homes, and it's a really exciting place. So there you go. That's introduction to a Taiwanese market.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us this morning. If anybody has any questions or anything, you could type those in, and we'll be happy to answer them real quickly before we go. We don't have a lot other than that. We just wanted to give you a little insight. We thought we would do a few of these little short videos and show you some of Taiwan's things. Oh, we could tell you a little bit about the current situation in Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
Things have lightened up here a bit. As some of you might be, yeah, Guy, you're glad you couldn't smell the fish. Actually, there's not a lot of smell. I think you have to get pretty close to get the smell. Sometimes the smell is the things that they're cooking, not actually the things that they're selling. The current situation in Taiwan is we've gone almost 50 days with no local cases of the COVID-19 virus. We've had a few imported cases of the virus where people have returned to Taiwan and brought the virus with them, but they are immediately quarantined. We have a mandatory 14-day quarantine, and so anybody who comes back to the island is automatically put into 14 days of quarantine, either in your home or in a quarantine hotel. So they've done, anyway, it's contained, generally speaking, if you have the virus. Right. Currently, I think there's about 20 people left on the island who actually have the virus,
Yeah, something like
and
that.
it's every day it's decreasing because people are getting better or getting released from the hospital. So the government is relaxing restrictions. Our church is this Sunday. Every all the restrictions that have been placed on meeting sizes and meeting together are being loosened. So we're able to go back to having church normally and no longer have to do registration and all of the things that we were having to do. So we're really thankful for that. This Sunday is a big day for us here at TIF and our ministry because we're starting our church plant on Sunday morning, June 7th, 10 a.m. So that would be 9 p.m. on Saturday night, your time. Our first church plant will have its first meeting. So you guys please be praying for that. It's a really big day for us, and we're pretty excited about it. We've got a lot of little things to do this week, but we feel pretty prepared and ready to go for that. Guy says, "Is this the typical way that we shop?" So my wife does go to our local market. We have an afternoon market that is near our home, and we go there to buy vegetables and fruit. We typically don't buy meat at the market just because it's laid out, and Krista doesn't necessarily feel comfortable buying the meat because she doesn't know how long it's been sitting out. So we buy our meat at Costco or a supermarket where it's been refrigerated. So that's where we shop. But we do buy vegetables and fruit at the local markets. Yeah. How about you, Emily? Where do you buy? When do you buy food? Emily doesn't really cook, so she's a
Yeah.
young single, so a lot of her food is.
I live in a night market, and so it's really easy for me to just go out and get food that's already made. It's really cheap, really easy. But if I do go grocery shopping, I live really close to a small international supermarket. So if I need a few things, I usually go there just because it's the closest to me. But if I need more things, maybe I go to a different supermarket.
Yeah, for a Western family like ours, where we're going to, in our home, where we're going to cook mostly Western food, I know Krista sometimes, well, over the course of a month, she'll visit about 7 different stores to collect all of the different items she needs to cook for our family. And that's just because you can't go to one store and get everything that you need. So you can get some things at Costco, you can get some things at a local supermarket. They have baking stores where particularly they carry some baking supplies or different items that are necessary that don't get sold anywhere else. And then some of those stores, maybe one baking store carries a certain set of items and the other baking store carries a different set of items. And so you just have to go different places to find different things. And so the international community is really good about sharing information related to that. So it's necessary. Damon says, "Did you ever try the fruit the guy gave you?" We did not, because it had to be washed, and we actually took it to lunch with us and gave it away. So we did not try the fruit. We've tried it before. It is. He was telling us how special it was just because it came from a 60 or 70-year-old tree. But that's a very typical thing to do when they're trying to sell food like that, is just to tell somebody how special and unique it is. But honestly, it probably tasted the same as every other wax apple that I've tried. Yeah. Well, anyway, great to see everybody. We're really grieving over how things are going in the States right now, and know that it's a really challenging time. And so please know we're praying for you. And we really care a lot about the situation, both with the virus and also with the racial things that are going on. And just know it's a really challenging time. So, yeah. Damon says, "Has there been an uptick in prices with the virus? Beef is super expensive here right now." I don't know the answer to that, Damon. My wife went to the grocery store yesterday, and she actually walked across the street right now, so I couldn't ask her. it's possible. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of our beef is imported, so it is likely that it is. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to call it morning, and we wish you all the best, and we will see you next time for our next video where we try to introduce you to some other interesting part of Taiwanese culture. So God bless you and have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.